right, let's get into some gaming. What
Yes,
is the
sir.
first? What is the first console you have ever owned?
That is tough because I'm always torn between I was 4 years old, so it's hard to remember. I'm pretty sure my first console was an Nintendo 64. Sometimes I think it's a Game Boy Color, but I'm pretty sure the Game Boy Color was a little bit after. But it was an Nintendo 64. Super Mario 64 is the first game I got, of course, because that just they just gotta go together.
Mm.
And I was hooked ever since, man. I just seeing Mario in that 3D world, I felt like I was somewhere else. I felt like I was someone else, and it felt so immersive, man. I was jumping on, stomping on Goombas, and I was just like, oh, this is cool.
So with the Nintendo 64, did you have the previous console, which was Super Nintendo? And
My mom did in her closet somewhere, and I played it a little bit later, but it wasn't mine. I think I grew up with it a little bit later. Like I dug it out and I found it. I was like, oh shoot, Super Mario World. Oh, this is cool. All
Super
right,
Mario
Yoshi's
World.
Island. Ah, one of the
This
greatest
is the only
platformers
card
ever
I own,
made.
so I just pulled it out because
Yeah, no,
all
yeah,
the
we
other
love
stuff
that.
I don't know where it is, but yeah,
Very fitting. We didn't rehearse this at all, folks. We didn't rehearse this.
at all. I was just like, hey, I'm going to pull out a bunch of stuff that I think Leroy would like. Amazing red check. That check. Got a few more. Yeah, my first one. You ever play on Atari?
Oh my God. Yeah, I have. The
You
original?
have. Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Well, yeah, like I mean, I didn't grow up on these things. I'm not trying to age myself too much, but it's
Yeah.
like I'm a nerd for this stuff. Like once I got into like the middle school age, I was kind of like, oh, what were the original consoles? Like what are the arcade stuff? Like let me find and do some homework and stuff. And I found ways to play different things. I have friends that are super into gaming that collect items and stuff. My sad villain origin story is that like I used to have a very extensive video game collection of a lot of stuff, but I started training in wrestling for wrestling school like when I was 17, and I didn't have like a job. I just graduated high school and stuff like that. And my folks were like, "Oh yeah, we'll pay for the first month, but after that, you're on your own." And I was just,
Mm.
because I was technically like an adult, so it was just like, okay, how do I make this money to keep training?
Right.
Tears sells video games.
Oh man. Yes,
So
it does.
yeah, so I sold the Xbox. I think I had sold my Wii at the time. I sold my PS3. I sold all the controllers, all the games. I think I had sold like my, I had a 3DS at the time, and I had a DS, and I had a Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance, I'm not as upset about because I sold to my friends. So when I go to my friend's house, I play it. But like, yeah, no, it's tough. It's tough. I was able to re-get some of the stuff. Like at the time, I had sold my GameCube, but I kept the memory card. So like I was like, all right, cool. At least I still got the memory card, and then if I get the games, at least I still can like be good. And I later, once I got a little bit more financially stable, once wrestling started paying for a few things, I was able to go, okay, all right, let me get the GameCube back. Let me, do the things. And my GameCube's pretty awesome because I don't know if you've seen before, but it's a very handy weapon at times. Got that nice little handle, and when I do my no ring death matches and my street fights, it comes
Uh,
into play very, 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 very well.
all that is very heartbreaking that you had to sell even the PS3. Oh my
Oh yeah, no, that one hurt. That one hurt a lot.
god.
What can you do?
Dude.
You're chasing the dream, man.
I mean
Chasing
the
the dream.
Xbox, I don't mind you
No, I
selling
didn't
the
care too
Xbox.
much. Like I kind of did it like on a whim. I was like, yeah, I'm not really playing it much anyways, man. This is a Christmas gift. Like,
There
it's
you
all
go.
right.
I noticed though you didn't say no Sega console.
I had a dream. I had a Dreamcast that the cousin took away once we like moved. So like it wasn't really mine. I ended up playing a lot of the Dreamcast games like on GameCube and PS2 anyways, like later. So I didn't really feel the need to later get it again. I know a lot of people swear by the Dreamcast, and that's fine. I played Jet Grind Radio and all of them, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Like I played them later on the GameCube. So I was just like, all right, well, I got what I needed out of the Dreamcast. The
Yeah,
better
yeah.
versions on the later consoles.
Yeah, I like them too myself. I mean, Dreamcast, Saturn, all those good ones. But it is what it is. But and you didn't
Yeah.
say no obscure stuff like Panasonic 3DO or Philips CDI. And
Yeah, no, I could never get my hands on stuff like that, man.
dude, you know how much that stuff was when it first came out? $900 for a CDI. You get out of here. In today's market, it's over 4 digits. Golly.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's a collector's item. That's when I'm making that big contract money. That's when I'll like I have this idea of just like having like a whole shelf of just cool memorabilia and stuff like that, and just stuff that I think is cool. Like there's this GameCube so there's a Panasonic Q.
Look at that Panasonic Q system. It's got the damn GameCube,
which is like this TV DVD player with a GameCube built into it, and it could play GameCube games and DVDs, except it's like not functional at all. That's why it's like defective almost. That's why they don't really sell a lot of them. That's why they didn't sell well. They only had them in Japan, but I like the idea of it by principle, and I'm also kind of just like, I don't know, I can watch a DVD and play GameCube games. I don't know.
Oh, so is it kind of like one of those early models, like how the PS3, when it was like 60 gigabyte or 40 gigabyte, it was backwards compatible?
Yeah, it was like a different version of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Again, they only released it in Japan, so it was just kind of like, and you see why, because it wasn't like conducive at all, like because it would mess up the discs after a while and it would stop working. It's just a cool thing to have. Like I'd just be like, I got it.
Yeah, and you like the GameCube, right?
Yes, that's one of my favorite systems, to be honest. I grew up on it.
That is a very obscure controller, I must say.
It is. It's weird, but I like it. It feels good to me. I like it in my hands, man. Like it's weird. Nintendo's always got a thing with making weird controllers. The N64 makes no sense. Like it's like where do you hold it? The big thing in the middle, and then like the sides. How do you get the D-pad? Like. It's some games you gotta kind of hold it like in a weird thing, or you gotta have it on your lap. It's really weird.
Right, and then the L trigger is right here, but you're holding this, and the Z button is in the back. And it's like, how am I going to reach the L if I'm?
It's weird.
So, what is your favorite game currently?
That's tough. I've been playing a lot of really fun games lately. Like God of War has been like my thing right now. Ragnarok has been.
You're on Ragnarok?
Yes, I am. Why wouldn't I be?
Oh, you're on it. Wait. I don't want to spoil anything.
Please don't.
I'm not.
I was gonna say like I'm not too far in.
You're not too far. I won't say.
Yeah, I got the game like last week, and I've been kind of like last weekend with flying out and stuff. I haven't really had time to sit down and really jump into it. I'm on like a chapter 3 right now, so I'm not too far. Started off like really hot though, so I was just like, all right, cool. We're jumping into things.
Okay, I imagine chapter 3 is a little bit after you go to the dwarf shop.
Yes, pretty much. That's right where I'm around. I just did that. Yeah.
Oh, so you beat Thor and stuff. Beat Thor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an idiot. He said he'll see me soon, so I'm pretty sure like, I'm gonna see him again soon.
Knocked his tooth out. He said he's gonna come back for more. Ooh.
Yeah. What a psychopath.
Right. And so are you currently hooked up with like the Game Awards? Do you watch that?
Yeah, I keep up with it. I don't sit down and watch it the same way I used to, but I keep up with it.
Okay, so do you feel like God of War is going to win? I feel like it's between this one or Elden Ring. What's your opinion?
I think God of War is probably going to take it. It's such a masterfully done game. I haven't beaten it, obviously, so like I don't know all the twists and turns of the stories, but the first game was fantastic. The mechanics of the axe alone is the Leviathan axe is just one of the coolest things in gaming. It's probably my favorite weapon in all of gaming. It's just. And then you just get it back, and then you just like it just feels so natural. It's crazy.
So you got a PS5 around you, huh?
Yes, I do. I made the trek. I called in some favors. I sacrificed my firstborn. I did everything it took to get the PS5.
Oh, man.
That's what you got to do to get it. That's what you got to do these days to get one.
That's what you got. Don't be jealous of me, Leroy, but I was a day oneer.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm just lucky like that. Soon after that showcase ended, my friend was like, dude, they're taking pre-order. I'm like, what? Sold out. GameStop had a bundle no one wanted to buy. I'm like, credit card activated. Let's go. Yes.
I activated the credit card just for that. I appreciate that. We love that.
Yes. And what is your favorite game of all time?
That's tough. If you wanted to go off of time I've invested, you would make a hard argument, and we could say like in general, like maybe the Super Smash series. Between Melee, growing up on that, between Smash Ultimate as well, I've put probably years of my life into those games. Melee, I played as a kid nonstop. And then as I got older and I started learning about competitive stuff and like the nuances of Melee, I really got into it with me and my buddies. And then when it came to Smash Ultimate, I really got into Smash Ultimate from day one. If you ever add me on Switch, and you see my hours logged into it, I'm pretty sure I'm at like I don't even think I'm exaggerating, like 5,000 hours into Smash Ultimate. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Who's your main on Smash Ultimate?
My main,
Like me, I
it
go for
switches.
Donkey Kong because man, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no, Donkey Kong is good in the game too. Like I like him. He's like my pocket character. Like if I'm going to a party and I don't want to like, destroy, which is hilarious because like last Friday I went to like a Friendsgiving at the wrestling school I helped teach at, and I just kind of destroyed everybody like nonstop in Smash Ultimate, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I would my genuine mains, like if I'm competitive and I'm trying to sit down and like play another competitive player, it would probably be like Ness or Inkling.
Ness, you're talking about that little boy from Earthbound?
Yes, I am.
What?
I got a soft spot for my little psychic kid.
What?
Yeah, I really liked him in Smash 4. I liked the way he controlled. I didn't really play him too much in like Melee or the first one or in Brawl, but I got into it in Smash 4, and then I really liked the way he retooled his moveset in Smash Ultimate, and I was just like, all right, he's got a lot of kill options. That back throw is pretty legit. Inkling I liked because I really liked the way they looked in the game from the first trailer, and then their gimmick with the inking, and then that raises your damage up. I really liked it, and I was like, okay, I like this. Cool. If I run out of ink, like it could screw me over because then I can't do most of my moves. But there's a strategy here. I can kind of mess around with this. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I mean, one of these days, I guess after we'll pass the information, I'll give you my gamer friend code.
Yes. You got to. That's
Yes.
necessary.